All right, people. Thank you for joining us. Hashtag Kingdom Hearts Week, a podcast here on this channel. We have here.
Hell yeah, boy! The Nerd King is back! How you doing? It's Dids.
Oh boy. So Dids, let's talk about this amazing game, this amazing franchise. The most awaited freaking Square Enix, but yeah, let's just talk about the most important thing about what exactly Kingdom Hearts have done to us through all these years in our hearts.
Kingdom Hearts is the best game series of all time. Okay, no. But...
End of the podcast.
End of the podcast. End the discussion. Okay, yeah, dude, Kingdom Hearts is amazing. It's like, it brought together the best of two worlds. It's like, you got Square, you know, and they brought their own original characters, plus also bringing like the best of a gaming world and an other type of entertainment world, which is cartoons.
Correct.
And it just brings in those generations. Like, cartoons are obviously older than the Final Fantasy series.
Yes.
But yeah, you take Final Fantasy characters, you take Disney characters, you put them together, and you got this beautiful, tasty mashed potato of a game.
Yes.
And it's beautiful.
It's a crossover that no one thought it would work.
Yeah, no one thought it would work.
Yeah.
I think the exact story is that the man who directed Kingdom Hearts, I can't recall his name right now, but the story that he gave was that he just ran into an elevator, which the director of Square and the director of Disney, because I think it was just the director of Square, but he pitched it. He pitched the like, hey, I want to do a game where we got Final Fantasy characters, and let's talk to Disney, and put Disney characters in there.
Yeah.
And he was like, what? And then around that idea is where the rest of the game was built, which is amazing. One of the longest tutorials of all time. I will definitely say that. Not as long as a Persona game, but...
yeah, keep on.
Yeah, but, I just needed to throw that out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like this beauty of a game. Tell me one thing that isn't great. Let's just focus on the first game right now, because if we bring anything else, my game's going to become a fumble. But just the first game is just beautiful. Everything in it. The art, the voice acting, the music.
The music, oh god.
Simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight. I freaking love Kingdom Hearts. I love it. Oh my god. Everything is just amazing. The way that the characters interact with each other. The way that they adapt it into this way. With each world adapting the main characters that you play as. It gives you this 2 to 3 hour tutorial with the main character, Sora, who is this kid on Destiny Island, and he has his best friends, Kairi and Riku. Not the sexy Riku, the emo Riku.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's for Final Fantasy X fans out there. But yeah, they give you this 3 hour tutorial and intro sequence for you to start caring about these characters. And then once you get to the first actual level of the game, which is Traverse Town, you get introduced to your other two main party members, which are Goofy and Donald, Disney characters. You already know who they are. You already know what they've been through. And you're given a very small text box and cutscene to explain why they're there, why they're doing what they're doing. So you're already invested in these characters. It really goes into this making you care about what these characters want and know how they work together.
Correct.
Obviously, Goofy and Donald are trying to look for King Mickey.
Yeah.
And King Mickey told them that if they want to find him, they have to find the key.
Yeah.
And obviously, Sora, as we find out, is a Keyblade wielder. He's chosen by the Keyblade. He can't decide otherwise.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I love Kingdom Hearts. Oh man.
So yeah, it's amazing once you like get these characters together and the main lore itself progresses at a PlayStation 2 game.
Yeah. Yeah. Personally, the first PlayStation 2 game I ever had.
Was it the fat one or the slim one? I think the fat one, right?
No, I had the fat
Fat
one.
one, yeah.
I had
The
fat one.
original.
I had the original one. Yeah. I remember. Oh my god.
The nostalgia hits.
So I had the PlayStation 2. When I first got the PlayStation 2, the first game I got with it was Kingdom Hearts. The reason why? Because there were Disney characters on the cover.
Mhm.
My dad thought it would be cool, you know?
Mhm, right.
And I appreciate it so much that he decided to get that. But yeah.
Totally.
Thing though, he never bought me a memory card. So the farthest I got to without a memory card was the Tarzan planet, which is like the 4th planet that you go to.
I hate Tarzan.
More than Little Mermaid?
I hate both.
Really? Come on!
I got lost on both. I got lost on both, man, and I was like, no.
Don't you- But really, do you like pressing square to descend, circle to ascend? And then the shitty auto targeting because characters will go down instead of just staying in the same level as you. And it's just a mess because all the areas look exactly the freaking same. And then there's a dolphin that you gotta grab the fin of and he just flies around the entire
Exactly.
world.
Yeah.
Not one area. The entire world. Like 4 areas linked together. And you
Yeah.
gotta swim all around it, finding Heartless.
Exactly.
Fighting Heartless that respawn and respawn every time you go through areas until you find the damn dolphin. It takes you
Yeah.
like 3 hours if you're not lucky.
Man,
And then you got Tarzan.
I got lost there.
You swing on vines.
Ugh.
Really? You jump on hippos. Hungry, hungry hippos.
And that last boss. Oh,
Wait, which one?
the worm thing, the bug. I think
The
it was
chameleon?
the chameleon. Yeah, that
Yeah.
thing. Whatever the hell
Yeah.
that was.
Yeah,
Oh
he's a good
god.
fight.
It was easier than I thought.
It was pretty easy.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, freaking.
Zyber.
No.
Oh.
Who was supposed to heal you?
Huh?
Who is always supposed to heal you?
Donald.
I think at some point I switched.
Tarzan?
Yeah.
Really?
No. I think.
I honestly never liked switching any of the characters.
Yeah, me
'cause
neither.
the Trinities.
Yeah, the Trinities, exactly.
You already know me. I like going through the list. I like going through
Exactly.
the entire game, getting all the Trinities, because I won all them magic upgrades.
And sometimes Donald just didn't heal you, man.
I will say this. Jesus Christ, Kingdom Hearts has some of the best secret bosses in video games, period. And I'm not saying that just because I'm a Kingdom Hearts fanboy. Like, legit. Kingdom Hearts has some of the best optional bosses in history.
Yes.
Dude. Kurt Caesar, the Reaper. Jesus Christ, the Reaper. And now I'm tapping my fingers on the table as I say this. Sephiroth.
That one button smashing.
I did not win by button smashing. That is very tactical. If you do a button smashing, Sephiroth's gonna kick your butt.
Yeah, you absolutely right. I got this friend that he got stuck on that one, and I'm like, dude, I can't do this. And like,
It's like, first off, if you're gonna fight Sephiroth, level 100.
that's a head start.
That's completely necessary.
Yeah.
You gotta be level 100. Jesus Christ.
Obligatory, yeah. It's
PTSD.
yes, sharp. Yeah, it's
I cannot play Final Fantasy anymore because of that. Final Fantasy 7
yeah.
because of that fight. Because every time I face Sephiroth, I'm like, why is this not as challenging?
Yeah. It's oh god, and well, let's see. Like I started playing Kingdom Hearts back in the day, but I wasn't into it. I saw my friends playing and I was like, oh, it's a cool game. I just lurk and like spectate every single time they're like playing the game. And I'm like, man, this looks like an amazing game. It looks hard because back in the day I was like a noob in video games. I wasn't that great.
Proud mode or GTFO, boy.
Oh god. So it's it was a really fun, moments that I had with my friends and like trading controllers just to play. I was really bad at it. I started playing, Kingdom Hearts later on when I was like at least I think it was 24, 23 years old.
Oh, so this is like
Really?
a while ago.
Yeah, a while ago.
Like 2013, 2014.
Kind of obligated me to
Thank you,
just
kind
like,
of. Thank you.
you're like, okay, just let's give it a chance. Let's just be patient with this, and I started liking it and loving it. There's a charm to it because back in the day I was like still playing with my friends and trading controllers. Like, it's your turn to play, even though I did not know how to play, but those were times where you like the PlayStation 2 in your friend's room playing. This is how I remember Kingdom Hearts. It's just nostalgic in a way that it was on my favorite generation of consoles too, because it's that generation of consoles just made a bang with incredible games, and most of them were that kind of RPG. Square Enix made it a masterpiece. And the first game, I still need to finish it. I'm still having troubles. It's still helping me. I still have the strategy guide, the old strategy guide.
The old one.
Yeah,
what's the Prima?
Yeah, that's the
Prima
one.
strategy guide.
Yes. And I also have the Kingdom Hearts 2 strategy guide. Like,
Ooh.
yeah. Back in the days, we used to have the strategy guides. We had no internet. We have no.
We ain't got no game facts. We ain't got no GameSpot. What's up? What's up?
We had to go to a GameStop or a game electronic boutique or an EV Games to
EV
get
Games, Babages.
Yeah, but oh god, the nostalgia's hitting. So yeah, we need to get to those stores to get these kinds of strategy guides to like get everything, because it's not just a guide to finish the game, it's the guide to have everything to in your power. And that's what it was back in the days, and I totally love it. And Jesus Christ, later on, me and my friends and one of my friends that is adult, we wanted to make keyblades, wooden keyblades. I have a wooden keyblade at my house.
Nice.
Maybe I'll show it in a video soon this week.
Hell yeah.
It's still not painted. It still doesn't have a chain, but it's a keyblade. It's the Fenrir.
I could get it not being painted, but you didn't put a chain on it. You like it, but you didn't put a chain on it. Come on.
Yeah, it's not a full keyblade. I know.
It's like, it's the keychain. That's what gives it the power.
Exactly. Yes.
That's what changes the shape and gives it your different stats and amazing.
But I still have it at home, and yeah, for me, Kingdom Hearts, changed my life as a whole too. I when I started like playing it for real, like back like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. I'm 27 already, so it felt like okay. I felt like I miss a masterpiece back in the day. Like, I was afraid to just play this game because I thought it was so hard to just play a game. But Kingdom Hearts is hard itself, but I think once you get older, it's still, I don't know, it's just me. So yeah, you were going to say something, Ditz?
Did you call Kingdom Hearts 1 a masterpiece?
Yes. twice.
It's my favorite game series of all time, but I would not call Kingdom Hearts 1 a masterpiece.
Kingdom Hearts 2? I think that's a better version. The controllers, God.
I would say, okay, so they did a lot of quality of life improvements. The art
Yes.
style obviously improved. The characters and voice acting was way better. And yeah, I guess I would say Kingdom Hearts 2 is also closer, probably closer than Kingdom Hearts 1 to a masterpiece,
Yeah.
in my opinion. But they turned the Little Mermaid world that I hated from Kingdom Hearts 1, they turned it into basically DDR, or Parappa the Rapper. Do you remember that?
I still need to get there.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's basically dancing and tapping buttons so that your character sings on tune and hitting dance moves.
Wow.
Yeah, in Kingdom Hearts 2.
It's in Kingdom Hearts 2, exactly.
So I would say they did implement like more ideas for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
And they made up for it in a lot more worlds. Like there were a
yeah.
hell of a lot more impressive art styles
Exactly,
in
yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 2.
Mhm.
With Tron,
Yes.
the old school black and white steamboat world,
Yes, that
like
too.
amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. Then also the fact that I love Kingdom Hearts, but I do have to admit, the more games they bring into the series, the more confusing it is for everyone to get into.
all
I
these-
imagine
the worlds and all, like
I imagine it's a lot more difficult for
Mhm.
someone like you who technically started with understanding
Yeah.
the story and the games like a lot later.
Yeah, exactly.
Like for newer players, it is hella hard to get into.
Yeah.
And it's a lot. It is like most of the people that say they really like Kingdom Hearts are people that have been with it since the beginning.
Since the beginning, exactly.
Like me, I've owned personally every single Kingdom Heart game except for Recoded and Dream Drop Distance.
That'll be from the DS.
Recoded is the one that released as a mobile game in Japan.
Isn't? Oh yeah.
And then Dream Drop Distance is the
Okay.
3DS one.
The 3DS one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to play that the mobile one on BlueStacks.
Yeah.
I used to play that one. I was like, man, I would start like asking kind of to guide me because I was like kind of like confused, like you said, because it's the lore itself. It's deep.
Yeah.
It's deep, and there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. It's all one character that destroys everything for you. That makes it so hard to understand.
Man, yes.
Because you go into the previous games already knowing about this one character, and it just fucks with your brain.
Mhm, yeah.
Excuse the language,
Yeah.
but it just fucks with your brain. Freaking Xehanort.
Xehanort, oh god.
It's like he's himself, but he's time traveling to help himself, and then clone himself, and then do this and that, and he's all 13 Dark Keyblades. It's like, come on, that's 13 copies of himself?
Yes, it's
I can't wait to see what this game's gonna do. It's like right now, it's like we're recording this 26th, and the game officially unlocks for people that pre-ordered it midnight of the 28th,
yeah, exactly.
29th.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay up to download it.
Then like download, and you're gonna see the numbers downloading like it's 1%.
I've literally been like ever since I pre-ordered the game. I pre-ordered
Counting the
it,
days
the
and the
first
hours.
time I pre-ordered it, I checked how much time was left in that timer unlock, and
Yeah.
it was 296 days. And I've been checking that clock, if not every day, every 2 days or every 3 days, ever since I pre-ordered it. I checked that shit. I really like.
Yeah, it's
Like when I didn't have a PS4 and Final Fantasy 15 came out,
yeah.
like I really love Final Fantasy as well.
Me too.
I did not have a PS4 and I was like,
Hold your horses.
I really need to play this game. For Kingdom Hearts, my heart aches for how much I've been waiting
Yeah.
for this game.
Everyone.
Oh.
It's like ever since the last, I mean, from the 1, 2, and 3, we're not talking about the spin-offs and the other kinds of
I do want to talk about those in a minute.
yeah.
But at least from these 3, they're way too far apart.
Yes.
They are way too far
Way
apart,
too far
and they
apart.
are the driving part in our story,
Yes,
for sure.
exactly. And as for that fact, people have been waiting for a long time. And we've been getting spin-offs after spin-off, and Square Enix been like, hey, we got a new Kingdom Hearts game.
And jumping from console to console, which
Console
also
to
makes
console,
it difficult,
yes.
and people don't even realize that some of these games are out.
Exactly.
Yeah, now we have ports for all of them on the PS4.
On the
for
PS4,
sure.
yeah.
But again, like for a long time, a lot of people don't have a PS4 or
Yeah.
didn't have a PS4, didn't even know these were
Exactly the point. Yeah, I mean, Square Enix decisions. Yeah, we.
Like we went from the PS2 to the Game Boy Advance to the DS, back to the PS2
the PSP.
to the PSP to mobile phones. To mobile, not even smartphones.
Do you guys have phones?
You guys have phones? You guys have phones? And I think the mobile phone originally was episodic, so they had to wait for like each chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Oh God.
let me ask you this:
Mhm.
out of the games that you have played,
Mhm.
like which ones did you play, and which one would you say, like, if you haven't finished them, which one is like the one you've had the most fun with so far?
So, let's see. Like you know me. I start something and I don't finish it.
Yeah.
So
Because you gotta grind.
Yeah, I gotta
You gotta
grind.
get that 2-year grind. Make sure you could just breeze through the game.
Like I said, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, I've been seeing a lot of people playing 2. But yeah, I do know the lore and the story kind of has like been grinding me mentally because I do know what's going on.
Why don't we have kinda in this podcast?
Yeah, I know,
I
right?
feel like we should have her.
Yes.
Dang.
So yeah, it's for me, I've seen you play a lot of those Kingdom Hearts games.
Yeah.
I like spectating, and for me, I think it was the Birth by Sleep.
Birth by Sleep?
Yeah,
Nice.
and I even love the title too, the subtitle,
Yeah.
and also the theme, because the theme of Birth by Sleep is just yes.
So you never finished Birth by Sleep?
Did not start it. But
What do you mean did not start it?
to answer your question,
Did you at least finish one campaign?
one campaign?
Because there's 3 campaigns in Birth by Sleep. Once you beat them, you unlock the final campaign.
Okay, no.
Okay.
No.
So there's Terra Ventus and Aqua campaigns.
Okay.
And then once you beat them, you get the final chapter, which I think you control Aqua, which is how Aqua ends up in like the scenes that you see in Kingdom Hearts 2, in 358 over 2,
yeah.
and then in like the scenes towards Kingdom Hearts 3.
Exactly. This is
Which-
where Aqua gets stuck in that world.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
People are really pissed off.
I mean, I'm fine with it. I understand her being locked in the world. That's cool. But I guess what a lot of people got pissed off about was the little trailer.
The little trailer, yeah.
The little trailer where they showed her with the same eye color as
Yeah.
Xehanort.
Exactly.
Which how a lot of people want to say Aqua got Norded, which is what a lot
Yeah,
of people
exactly,
do now, because
yeah.
everyone gets infected by Xehanort, apparently. Riku got affected by Xehanort, Ansem, and now Aqua.
So to answer your question, my personal favorite is the Kingdom Hearts 1, and that is because that's the first one I played,
Mhm.
and it's close to my heart.
Okay.
Yeah, it's and that's the one that brings me more nostalgic feelings with my friends of the PlayStation 2 and the moments and the really cool stuff. Yeah, that's why it's closer to my heart.
All right.
Dearly beloved, Dad. Yeah, dearly beloved.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's I still have mixed feelings with the first one. Of course, it's not a perfect game. Since I really started in a really late this current generation, you move your camera with the analog stick.
Yeah.
And you move back in the day with R1 and R2.
Yeah,
I was like,
Mommy.
yeah, I did not remember that you could actually like move the camera. Yeah, and this was the inverted version.
You could switch it.
Kingdom Hearts 1
Yeah, I think you could have switched it.
on the PlayStation 2.
Yeah, in options.
Yeah, I think I did. But Jesus, it was really confusing. Oh god. So yeah, what else?
But you gotta use that lock on though.
Oh yeah,
Lock on's the saving grace for that camera problem for sure.
exactly. So about the spin-off dids.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk a little bit about the spin-offs? So
I'm gonna start off by going in chronological order. Obviously, we have Kingdom Hearts 1. And then after Kingdom Hearts 1, we have 2 games happening at the same time. And those 2 games were the first spin-offs released. So for the GBA...
Chain of Memories.
Chain of Memories, yes. Which re-released as Re-Chain of Memories for the PS4.
Exactly, yeah.
And that game was amazing. In that game, it made it very interesting, like a lot of Kingdom Hearts tactics.
Right.
And then it also brought in card fighting. So you would have like
Nice.
this card-based number system, which you would have to have a higher number or equal number to card break your opponent. You'd have to reload your deck. You'd have a special form of progression, which I don't think we've seen in any other Kingdom Hearts game, where you'd have to like increase your deck capacity and you'd have to unlock certain abilities with like certain values. So if you didn't know math, you probably did not beat this game. Which the main campaign, that's Sora's campaign. Once you beat it, there's a Riku campaign, which is a good, nice addition.
Yeah.
But it just simplifies it a little bit because you don't have to build your deck. The Riku campaign just feels like a Musou game.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and then exactly at the same time as Chain of Memories is happening, you have the DS game, which released after Chain of Memories, which is 358 over 2 days,
yeah.
where you play as Roxas. Now here's the thing. 358 over 2 days is my favorite game in the series.
Nice.
Yeah. So in 358 over 2 days, you play as Roxas. And you can have a bunch of different Keyblades. You also have a command deck. In the command deck, you can put slots, which is kind of like Tetris.
Right.
And yeah, you have like gears, Keyblades, and command decks. And you can like edit it in there, give you an amount of spells depending on what you have. You can have like slottable ones, which are like bigger Tetris pieces with empty spaces. You put stuff in there. It's just like Quadcast Magic. Put something and it increases the amount of damage. And it's mission based. You have like your main base, which is the Organization 13 tower. And yeah, then it also has a mission mode. It also introduces a character which I've never seen in another game so far, which is Xion.
Yeah.
Which is another... She's basically a carbon copy of Roxas, just so that they can have... like, she's a nobody artificially created instead of naturally created like Roxas was.
Exactly.
She's artificially created a nobody from basically a nobody.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah. So... And just so that they can have the excuse of another Keyblade user, which whoever doesn't know in the timeline... Organization 13's goal is to feed more hearts to Kingdom Hearts so that they can open Kingdom Hearts and recover their hearts. That's what they think they're doing.
Yeah.
It's not really what they're doing, but that's what they think they're doing. They're being falsely led. I'll let everyone else study and discover why by themselves.
Nice.
Hashtag Xehanort. But yeah, that game, my favorite one, has the mission mode. You can unlock characters. You can play as any character in the Organization 13. You can unlock Mickey and Riku and Sora and more characters to play as. You can unlock the hooded version of Roxas.
Nice.
And I just love that.
Is that the one with the choo-choos? Or was it the...
No, the choo-choos is the Dream Drop Distance.
Dream Drop.
That's like
okay.
the latest game that we have.
Okay.
And then after 358 over 2 is Kingdom Hearts 2. There's like a 1 year gap. Yeah. Yeah. There's like a 1 year gap between those games.
Damn.
At least in the universe, not like released,
Mm-hmm.
but in the universe. And then after that, they released Birth by Sleep, which is a prequel to everything.
Everything, yes.
Like before Kingdom Hearts 1. And as I already explained, you follow the three main characters in Birth by Sleep, which they get to reappear in Kingdom Hearts 3, which are Ventus, Aqua, and Terra. And Terra's basically like a Riku. Ventus is a Sora, and Aqua is a Kairi.
Mm-hmm.
And that's mainly because they're the characters that did the rite of passage, unknowingly did the rite of passage to the three main characters of the main timeline story.
Correct.
And yeah, this game is the first sneak peek that you get to who Xehanort is. And then you get Recoded, which released as mobile games. We still have not had a playable version of Recoded, like the versions that we have. Like in the PS4 collection, there's not a playable port of 358 over 2, and there is no playable port of Recoded. They're movies. If you get the Kingdom Hearts collection, both of those are movies. They're not playable games. Watching the movies first, though, just let it play out. If you don't care about it that much, let it play out. Turn off the TV or whatever. Let it play out, because they unlock cool bonuses for the other games. That's what I was trying to tell Kaina the other day.
It's good to know.
Yeah. And then after that, we got Dream Drop Distance. Now we're into the choo-choos.
Choo-choos, yeah. Those are the ones that I really do enjoy. Is like you can like pet them and get them stuff. And
you can like rub them. You can pay them differently. You can play mini games with them. It's really cool.
Yeah.
So if anyone that doesn't know, we say choo-choo, that's like an extremely cute animal. Or just animal, period.
Yeah.
It's like Zyber will see any ugly ass animal that I'm playing on a stream. And he's like, hey, look, it's a choo-choo.
There's a Monster Hunter dragon. Oh, look, a choo-choo.
Yeah.
Really ugly. So yeah, so about that game, I see you and kind of playing it a lot, and like I really do enjoy even the colors, just everywhere.
Yeah. And I will say, like, from all the Kingdom Hearts games that I've played, it is definitely the farthest of how a Kingdom Hearts game controls. Especially with the Dream Eaters, which are the choo-choos.
Exactly, yeah.
Which they're basically like Pokemon. You can capture like different Dream Eaters. You can craft them as well. You can fuse them to unlock like newer ones. You can find recipes, or you can just like try and discover with the ones that you already have. But yeah, it is extremely different. You can play as both Sora and Riku, or not that you can. You have to play as both Sora and Riku, because they have a dream bar, so to say. So one will go to dream state, and then you'll play as the other one, and you have to go through all the worlds as both of them.
Just switching, yeah.
Yeah. So like you do have ways to extend your time with a character.
Exactly.
But it can't be forever, so to say. And you can willingly switch faster in the world map, in like the select world menu.
Correct, yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting. It's you don't get extra party members. The choo-choos are your party members. You have to train them up, and then you also have to give them affection, feed them.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's an interesting game. I don't want to like get into too much of any of the games, just in case anyone wants to give it a view.
Oh yeah, yes, you know? Of course. Yeah, all these games contains a lot of spoilers.
Yeah, I'm like, I am trying to not
stay away from trailers, and
I am trying to not feed too much of the story. I'm trying to do like maybe stuff that are like within the first hour of each game.
Yeah.
Because if I go into details, this podcast could be like 5 hours. Because
that is correct.
Because out of everyone saying that the storyline is convoluted, I could probably tell you that I fully understand the entire story because of how much time I've spent with the series.
I mean, this could turn to an interview instead of a podcast because I'm going to interrogate you like, well, I'm not gonna start now, but we're having fun, a lot of fun here. Like, I'm also, even though I was a fan back in the day, but I was still a fan, but I'm more of a fan right now because it has changed me. And like, this series is like,
you're gonna hear some jingling, but
yeah,
it's just I always have it with me.
Yeah.
On my keychain, I have a keyblade.
Yes.
But beforehand, before I broke it, it was a brooch, so I would put it on my shirt.
Nice.
And I would just have the keyblade right here.
Nice.
And I love it.
Wow, nice. So, so out from the spin-off, what do you expect from the last Kingdom Hearts game?
Is it finally confirmed that's going to be the last one? Or are you sure about that?
It should be, in my opinion.
We are talking about Disney.
Disney needs to work on EA. They already finished with this franchise. They're not going to like, oh, let's make another sequel.
Cancels everywhere.
Yeah, cancels everywhere. We're not going to do that. Kingdom Hearts has been fine right now. And to have a really hardcore finale, what do you think about, your expectations, like high or low? Anything you want to get out before it comes out?
I just want to say that I would probably say that with all of the games, there are definitely a lot of storylines. And I feel that if they finished all of the storylines with this game, then they had better put time and care into it. Because if not, this is going to be one rushed game.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Because this story and everything in it, all of the characters are part of some storyline. Mm-hmm. That even if it's not spoken, it's shown through silent cutscenes. The first game has a lot of silent cutscenes. The second, not as much. The handheld games do also have a lot of silent cutscenes. Everyone in this game has a story. Everyone in this game relates to someone somehow. Axel with Sora. Axel with I'm just using Axel at this point. Axel with Sora. Axel Roxas. Axel Riku. Axel Sai. Axel Xemnas. Everyone has hella storylines. It's crazy. Ansem and not Zygbar, his actual counterpart, Braid. It's like even the counterparts of the Nobodies, even though we haven't seen them gameplay wise, they also do have stories. Like there is way too many characters in this game to I feel fully finish in one more game. So I'm just hoping that they give the entire story a good ending. Like I'm really expecting they put as much care as they've done into creating too many storylines, to be honest.
Yeah, and it's very hard.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to just create storyline between all these worlds. Especially from Disney. Even though Disney in their filming way of making stuff and the lore and the story for all these princesses, all these characters and all these mostly princesses.
Yeah.
So they have done.
I will say this, at least with princesses, they did not give my mama Mulan too much love for that. I'll say it proudly, my favorite Disney IP, Mulan.
Mulan, yes.
I love her so much.
Yes, and so that's your expectations as a whole?
Yeah. I really want to see how everything plays out, how they play with a lot of characters, especially how they started introducing a lot more of the like the actual counterparts for the nobodies.
Mhm.
Like how suddenly they're like, oh, they look like these characters I already know and love, but they're completely different. And I feel like they introduced him a little too late
Mhm.
to then have those storylines also conclude in the last game, if that's what they're going to
So
do.
Kingdom Hearts should be at least 20 or 40 or 60 hours above
100 hours long.
100 hours of gameplay.
I expect my save file to have 100 hours long,
Mhm.
and I expect that to not even be 100% completion save file.
Exactly. Mhm.
Like
Period.
I want this. I want this game to take me longer than Final Fantasy 16. I 100%ed a Final Fantasy 15. My save file was 170 hours. I expect it to take me longer.
Yeah.
If you want me to 100% Kingdom Hearts 3, make it take me at least 200 hours, please.
That will give you a 10 out of 10?
That would give me. I would also I would also have to check the storylines after
Yes,
I
of
review
course,
the
yes.
storylines.
And
to
the
me-
ending also. Yeah, the ending is supposed to be very on point, sharp, and budget-wise.
Yeah, and then how are we finally gonna erase Xehanort per se? Like they cannot. Like if this is gonna be the last game, they cannot cliffhang us.
Exactly.
Like hell no.
Like, time travelers don't never die. That's the point.
Then that means Kingdom Hearts can never die.
Let's see how they do this, man. Wow. Like, thinking about it is like, and you said he also creates clones too, right?
Yeah, he can create his clones. There's Xehanort. Somehow Xehanort himself still exists, but somehow he also
Regenerates?
Possessed and took over Terra's body. Spoiler in Terra's storyline of Birth by Sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Play the Terra campaign. It's the easiest campaign in the entire game. But yeah, he puts himself into Terra's body, but then somehow the original him still also exists.
Correct.
And then he takes over Ansem, or takes the body of someone else that I can't remember the name of right now. But he makes him into Ansem. Then he also has Xemnas. So he has Heartless Xehanort, which is the one we know as Ansem. He has the No body. He has Terra's body. He has his own body. Then he has Young Xehanort, which was in like a movie that was released that isn't in the game. It was like just a movie that released.
Correct, yes.
Which is supposed to like explain like the original Keyblade War.
Correct.
That like started the whole Kingdom Hearts universe. And yeah, the dude is.
Yeah.
There's too much Xehanort to go around.
Yeah, it's very hard to complete in one single game. The game has to be very freaking long.
Yeah.
It needs those hours of gameplays and storytelling, and that takes about at least what they took.
Yeah.
10, 11 years. I don't know how long this development has been.
How long has it been since Kingdom Hearts 2? Live research right now.
2006.
How long has it been
I think
since
it's 2005, man.
Kingdom Hearts 2?
2005 or 6 or something. I think it was 2 years after Kingdom Hearts 1 came out.
Was it 2 years that fast?
Yeah, it was that fast. Yeah.
Hmm.
I think they already had both games already.
I think they already, like, with Chain of Memories 358 over 2 and then Kingdom Hearts 2, I feel like they realized we got a lot of stuff to work around right now. So we got to take a little longer between games.
Yes. Let's see.
Yeah, my phone is not getting good signal right now, apparently.
Let's see,
Kingdom Hearts 2, 2005.
2005, yeah.
End of December 22nd, 2005. So, like...
It was a holiday...
It was a holiday sale. Yeah, that's Disney's thing. They got to do the holidays thing.
Totally.
Yeah.
So it's been 16 years?
Yeah. 16...
15.
14.
14?
14.
Oof.
Because end of 2005.
Exactly. Yeah.
14
Wow.
years to use all the other
And-
games and come up with Kingdom Hearts 3.
And just to think of it, there's a lot of fans that never made it.
Yeah. I could probably mention a lot of people that are Kingdom Hearts fan that probably didn't make it to now.
Yeah. Damn.
That probably just don't give a damn about Kingdom Hearts
Yeah,
3
exactly.
right now.
Just like, I'm done here. Like,
I'm just like, "Huh, you missed out."
yeah, they missed out. Like, oh gosh. Oh, like, hey, you just have to like. People just don't. Sometimes they just don't like waiting.
Yeah.
Same happened with the Final Fantasy 15. First it was Versus, and then out of nowhere we got the Lightning series, the trilogy of Lightning, and it wasn't what we thought it was gonna be, and then we got 15.
Which was supposed to be 13 Versus.
Exactly.
But then they made it into 15. Thank God.
It was. Yeah, Square Enix had their troubles.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we still need to give Square Enix some props by not canceling, because
Hell yeah. They cannot cancel Kingdom Hearts 3.
yeah,
They
it
cannot.
cannot. The fan base will create a World War III on them.
Like, if Square Enix canceled Kingdom Hearts 3, I would imagine, like, probably the entire Square Enix dedicated fan base
Dead.
would be dead.
Yeah.
Would be dead.
Yeah.
Anyone that cared about Square Enix and their IPs, like, if they canceled Kingdom Hearts 3, probably their biggest IP, because not a lot of people care about Final Fantasy anymore. So Kingdom Hearts would definitely be, like, their most popular IP.
Popular, right now, yes.
Right
This
now.
is gonna make them the big bucks.
Yeah.
So oh god,
So I am glad they did not cancel it, for sure.
I'm thinking right now to, let's see if within the week you and kind of can make a full discussion, theory discussion,
Okay.
before the game comes out. The game comes out this Tuesday, is that correct?
Yeah, Tuesday.
Okay. Alright. So, okay. She needs to live stream Monday.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see if you guys can Discord tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
I don't have internet.
All right.
Where I'm
Yeah.
gonna be.
Okay.
We'll talk about
Yeah.
it.
Yes. Of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, we still need another podcast of the theories and all that, because you guys are hardcore. Kind of, I play mostly all of them too, just like you, and because she was the one who brought me again to this world.
Yeah.
I brought her to the Tales of series world, since I'm a Tales of Exilia, Tales of whatever series. I like those kinds of RPGs.
I need to be brought into that world, because
yeah.
the only one I've ever been able to get into is Symphonia.
Symphonia.
I own 3 more Tales of games, but I've never touched them.
Nice. So, as for a gamer myself, what I do expect from Kingdom Hearts is this big finale. I told Kaine, hey, I know you want to continue, but if they do continue, would it be better, or would it be for the worst? Because we're right now in a really crucial point of Kingdom Hearts of what more will they stretch out? And I'll leave you two with that question. Okay, with that discussion.
Okay.
Just leave that thought.
I was gonna answer
Leave that
something, but I
thought.
guess
Leave
I'm
that
not. I guess I'm
thought.
not.
Leave that thought, because it's gonna. I really do hate franchises making more video games and spin-offs and a lot of games, and they just down, and the fan base is just disappointed. And that's what I hate about the gaming industry today, and I'm really scared about it. I'm really concerned about that Kingdom Hearts will be turned into another Call of Duty.
I mean, there's not a Kingdom Hearts game released every year.
Every year, of course, but there's a lot of spin-offs, and after this one, I know that Square Enix is going to have a lot of money, cash,
and money talks.
Exactly, and this is
Disney.
This is where my concerns are going to be very high.
Yeah.
So I know Square Enix a lot. They do love the money. Disney also.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, let's make another Kingdom Hearts.
I mean, I will be honest, it does happen with a lot of video game series, for sure. Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, Resident Evil, Dead Rising.
Franchise fatigue. That's what I do not want.
Franchise fatigue.
Yeah, it's like Kingdom Hearts is good as it is.
I will appreciate that they did evade franchise fatigue.
Yeah.
By spacing out like the more recent games.
Exactly.
A lot more.
Mm-hmm.
At least with the first ones, it did feel like it just went from Kingdom Hearts 1 to 2 because, again, a lot of people didn't know that Chain of Memories in 358 over 2 days was a thing.
Right.
But if they had kept on that same track and people started noticing, like, oh, there's more games, let's pay more attention.
Exactly.
Like, if they had kept that going, for sure there would have been franchise fatigue.
Yeah, you got that right. And any industry could get greedy at some point. Hopefully, they have not talked about DLCs yet. This is where Square Enix also shuts their mouth, and then out of nowhere, oh, we got this DLC. You can buy this Sora, this costume of
turned Sora into Roxas. It's like, you want to play as Roxas?
You have to pay $5 or $10 for this character.
Oh, you want a new save file? That's gonna be $5.
Oh,
I'm just gonna take that little stab at Metal Gear Survive.
Yep. Yeah, that kind of sting. That stings, you know. But as for right now,
I don't think any Kingdom Hearts game has had DLC so far. I would be very disappointed if they do it.
Yeah.
Like maybe a pre-order bonus.
Exactly.
But a DLC after the game's released, like please.
Like
please
if you want to continue the story, you know, come on. Come on. But yeah, I hope not. But if they want to make a DLC, and this is where I give them a pass.
Yeah. Is
that don't release it now. At least wait until people finish the game and you
a remix like they've done with all the other games.
Exactly, yes. Something like that. Exactly.
Like there's like in the final mixes there's new enemies, new things to unlock, new things to synthesize, new secret boss battles.
Which they're good with that.
Yeah.
And but within the game. Don't make me buy another game.
Okay.
Yes. They can still do that. Technology
with the technology now.
Yes. Don't make me buy another game.
Yeah, like make it like, hey, we released this new version, you could buy it, and then it's a free upgrade for people that already own the game.
Exactly the point.
Yeah. Exactly
the point. So don't make me buy a new game. $30 or $60. No, I'm not for that today. Yeah. If it's a downloadable content and it's new content and it has new stuff, it has new abilities, new villains, and it's within the lore, that will tell me something that yes, I'll definitely shut up and take my money.
Yeah.
But yeah, it all depends how they actually put it in, because sometimes they seem greedy, sometimes they don't. But Square Enix se las trae. Yeah.
Sure.
So yeah, so I'll leave this podcast leaving you with that question. I'll leave you in kind of, discussing, debating what will happen, theories and all that, because you guys are the hardcore fans. I'm this mid-level still.
And we have time for recording. Kingdom Hearts Week hasn't even started.
Exactly.
So, at least right now as of recording.
Exactly. So
we still got time to find a day.
Exactly.
Sit down and talk with Kaina.
Exactly. So yeah, anything else you want to talk about? Anything you want to get off your chest? Anything you want to talk about the new game? Anything else?
Please. Please. If this isn't the last game, just no more Xehanort. Please. If you want to have him influence someone after this and make a new game, fine. But please, no more Xehanort. They did say it's probably going to be the last game, so my heart's going to be broken if no more games comes out. But money talks.
Yeah, money talks.
And I am talking with my money. Give me more Kingdom Hearts.
That's a really true fan right there, Square Enix. You better listen to the true ones, who they're, you know.
You better listen to the Nerd King.
Exactly.
You got that?
And by the way,
memorized.
you weren't in this position if it weren't for their money.
Exactly. Exactly.
Turned down for what, Square Enix? You better not screw this up.
It's like, hey, it's probably not going to get picked up by the microphone, but there it is. There it is. That's my wallet hitting the table. What's up?
I think my mic caught it. My mic caught it.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. I think this will be it. We'll have another podcast with Kinda Endeds. Exclusive. Kinda Endeds. I'm just going to be just the host. Like, listen to them.
Zyber's just going to be like, okay, off topic. Here's this question. Get back on
exactly.
topic. That's what Zyber's going to be doing.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
the
going
point.
to be the moderator.
Exactly. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this week. Kingdom Hearts Week. This is a beloved franchise for a lot of people, a lot of friends, a lot of memories, a lot of nostalgic stuff, and let's have fun this week, okay, guys? So please don't forget to favorite, rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for supporting the channel. This has been Zyber
and Dids.
and we'll see you guys later.
Nerd out.